Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, Len and I are taking you on a journey through history as we explore the Jesuit ruins in Trinidad, Paraguay. These ruins are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and offer a fascinating glimpse into the past. Stick around to the end where we share our thoughts and tips on making the most of this adventure. So, let's dive into the past and uncover these stories that are hidden within these ancient walls.
So this morning we're headed to see the ruins of the Jesuit mission in Trinidad, and we had to buy a bus ticket to get there. We bought it from the bus line Crucero del Sur. I'll show you a picture of the bus line here. The bus tickets return for two of us was 40,000 pesos in total. So I guess 20,000 pesos per person for a return ticket. That's our bus line here. And this is the bus station where we got our tickets. And on return, coming back from Trinidad, it runs on the hour, and we're leaving this morning at 10:25. Onto our bus for about a 45-minute to hour-long ride. So after about an hour bus ride, interesting bus ride, it was really a city bus that's making highway trips that was packed. And even before we left the bus station, just for reference of the travel experience, there was literally dozens of people coming on the bus to sell anything from food to socks and gloves. And it was a very, very crowded bus. We were lucky enough to get on at the origin point to be able to sit down for the trip, because there was people that had to stand the entire hour.
It was an hour and 10-minute ride. It took us 35 minutes just to get out of the city. So it's a long, bumpy ride.
Yeah, and we got dropped off right at the outskirts of the Pueblo, I guess, town of Trinidad, with the Trinidad sign behind us here at the bus stop where we're going to catch our return bus that runs on the hour. I'm going to flip the camera and give you the scenery here. Here's our bus stop where we got dropped off. There's across the street is where we're gonna catch the bus back to the city. And here we are in Trinidad, which translates as the Trinity. So we're gonna walk to the ruins. I think it's 5 to 15-minute walk. It's nice. There's a city gate here, just like in ancient times. So come with us as we go explore the UNESCO ruins. And even a fountain, but not running right now. So here we found the ticket office.
We think we did.
We think we did. It's got signage. Here's the admission fees. So it looks like it's 25,000 pesos. Here's our ticket, which was 25,000 pesos each. And it's good for the three sites, the one we're at here, Trinidad, the one of Jesus, and a third one, I can't recall the name of it. But your ticket gets you into all three of these archaeological UNESCO sites. And they have mapped out the sites here. The main plaza, home of the Indigenous, the school, church, bell tower, museum, church, cemetery, workshop, orchard, and the cloister.
The Jesuit missions of Paraguay were established in the 17th and 18th centuries by the Jesuit order. These missions were created to convert the indigenous Guarani people to Christianity and to protect them from slave traders.
So here is the ruins of the indigenous housing that the Jesuits built for the indigenous people that lived in these quarters or in this area. I had read something online that said part of this complex was that they provided housing to the indigenous people. Or the Jesuits, missionaries. And this place was established in the 17th century and ran through the 17th and 18th centuries. And the area that we're in, I believe the fenced off area is 8 hectares. All the way down here is housing for the indigenous people, and on the other side, and in the center here was the Plaza Mayor, the main plaza.
Trinidad is one of the most important missions. Founded in 1706, it became a thriving community with schools, workshops, churches. At its peak, it housed around 3,000 Guarani people. This is the main church of the mission. This is one of the largest structures here, and you can still see the intricate carvings in stonework. The church is the heart of the mission, where the Guarani people would gather for masses and community events. The size of the church is impressive. Imagine the effort it took to build this with the limited tools they had back then. The Onsite Museum is a must visit. It houses artifacts from the mission, including religious items, tools, and artwork created by the Guarani people. The museum provides a deeper understanding of the daily life in the mission and the cultural exchange between the Jesuits and the Guarani people. It's fascinating to see how they blended European and indigenous styles in their art and architecture.
Here we're going down, Roxanne's ahead of me, into the crypt.
And it's very short, so we're going to have to bend. Scrunch down.
Wonder how well the camera will show.
Oh, I whacked my head already.
Oh my. Yeah, you got a duck down here.
You really have to duck.
Wood beams. And very
Very
moist and musty.
Oh, and this is it. Very cool,
So,
though.
Yes, and it's in amazing shape.
It is.
So this would have been built in the 1700s. They don't build them like this anymore.
Nope. Wow, hey? Very cool.
Where the honored were laid to rest.
Were the honored were laid to rest?
The honored people
Yes.
were laid to rest.
Yes. Around the church, you'll find the remains of the living quarters, workshops, schools, gardens, and even a cemetery. Each structure tells a story of how the Jesuits and the Guarani people lived and worked together.
And here was the school, with not much but the foundations left. Not such a little church.
No, it's very big.
Aber eine ganze Leere.
Here we have the bell tower, which was used to call the community to prayer and to signal important events. It is one of the best preserved parts of the ruins.
An abandoned church that is not part of the original archaeological stuff here.
A lot of cobwebs.
Unfortunately, a lot of broken windows. Wonder when the last time there was a mass in here.
I almost think it was like a daycare or something, like a preschool.
Oh, maybe it was.
Like there's the rosary. The Jesuit ruins of Trinidad is not just a historic landmark. It is a testament to the resilience and creativity of the Guarani people and the Jesuits who worked with them. Visiting these ruins gives us a chance to appreciate the rich history and cultural heritage of Paraguay. It's a reminder of the importance of preserving such sites for future generations.
So we're wrapping up a long day of our day trip to see the Jesuit ruins in Trinidad. At the ticket office, we had to pay 25,000 pesos per person to go into the park. And what was nice about the way they had it set up, after you bought your ticket, they had you go to a video room where they played about a 5-minute video about the history of the ruins. And that was offered to us in English, but it's offered in Spanish and I believe other languages. So that was kind of nice. So we weren't walking in completely
Yeah, it was nice.
unaware of what we were seeing. And there's signage to tell you what the buildings are. There's a bit of a small museum inside the ruins of the cathedral, which was nice.
Which is nice, yeah.
There's also a crypt that you can
Oh, yeah.
go down. and
It's small,
see.
but it's cool.
But it's a beautiful place. And I think it's a must-see if you're
Yeah.
in Incarnation.
Yeah, it was worth the trip.
Yeah. And we were there about 2 hours
Yeah.
in the area. So
Yeah.
we took our time, took lots of pictures, just
Explored.
soaked it in, and
Yeah.
well worth it. And then we walked back to our bus stop,
Which
expecting,
is super easy to find. Don't worry about that. It's super easy.
so we should have we were told that the buses were running hourly. So we're waiting for our bus, and our bus didn't come, and then finally another bus came, and we asked the bus guy, is this ticket for your line? And he says, no, that line isn't running anymore today. So they had shut down, so we had bought a return ticket that we couldn't use, so we ended up having to buy on the spot ticket for this bus, which cost us an extra 30,000 pesos, which was about $5.50.
Yeah, not
Canadian,
even, yeah.
so-
But coming back, the bus ride was 45 minutes on this bus.
Yeah,
It
much
didn't
quicker.
have 1,000 stops, so it was nice.
So if you're making this trip, make sure you find out specific detail about when the buses are running and returning and when they stop running.
Yeah.
Because if we hadn't happened to get that bus, we might have been standing at that bus stop for quite a while.
Yeah, I would actually recommend you just buy your ticket from the city here to Trinidad, and once you're ready to come back, you just get to the bus station or bus stop and buy your ticket on the bus coming back. I wouldn't worry about which bus line it is. I would just catch the first one. That would be my recommendation.
Yeah.
Like from what we shouldn't have done the return. If we would have known, we wouldn't have. But
And you have to carry cash to buy the tickets.
yeah, you need cash. But that would be our recommendation: is just buy the ticket as you need it. Don't do a round trip ticket. But it was good. It was worth it. I recommend making the time to see it if you're here.
Yeah, it was
good.
very nice.
Yeah, and the little town of Trinidad is really cute too. But we are going to wrap this one up and go have some supper now. So if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And we really like hearing from you guys. So give us a comment. We'd like to hear what you think of this. If you've been here or are interested in what we've seen, we'd like to hear from you. But on that note, we're going to say catch you on the next one.
Bye for now.